Hi yogis, and welcome to day 3 of our 31-day yoga journey. Today we are going to be going through some basics. We are going to be exploring the 2 variations of sun salutation that are most commonly used in practice and the vinyasa that goes with them. So this is some yoga language that you might hear in a lot of the classes that you take, and it is that basic flow that can get you started on your own home yoga journey. So to get started, let's take a minute to drop in, be present in the space, and then we'll come to the front of the mat together. So you can take a seat, or maybe you want to stand. Maybe you close your eyes down, maybe you shrug the shoulders up to the ears, back and down the back body. Take a big breath in through the nose, and then as you exhale, gently let it out through the nose. Just beginning to really become present in this space and this time. Let's take 2 more big breaths like that, inhaling. And then exhaling nice and slow, gently letting everything go, really beginning to feel your body, feel here, feel now. One more time, inhaling. And then exhale, let it go. Let's flutter the eyes open, and we'll meet at a standing position at the top of your mat. From here, this is our first posture. So we'll take our feet and ground the big toes together. Really make sure all 4 corners of the foot are attached to the floor. So really become aware of how you're standing. And we're going to want to make sure that maybe our heels are a little bit apart here so that you can feel nice and comfortable. Tuck the pelvis under. Really reach up through the shoulders and then shrug the shoulders down the back body, finding a really nice posture here. This is called Tadasana, or mountain pose, and it's where we begin many practices. Take a minute. You can even press your palms forward. Maybe shine the heart forward, broaden the collarbones. And then as you inhale, let's reach the arms up overhead. Inhale, palms come to touch, looking up. Exhale, let's fold forward, hinge from the hips, bend into the knees, let the head hang heavy. This is our forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhaling, we halfway lift, coming to a flat back figure 7 shape. Crown of the head reaches forward, tailbone reaches back. Exhale, folding forward, bending into the legs. And at this point, we'll step, hop, jump, however you want to get to the back of the mat, and we'll meet in a high plank. Inhaling here. So in our high plank, if that's where we've met, then you are pressing the ground away. So you're shrugging away from the floor, clawing through the fingertips, really bringing the belly button towards spine, sending heels back, bringing elbows towards one another. Nice active pose. And then as you exhale, we're going to bend into the elbows, coming into Chaturanga Dandasana. So this is like a little push-up pose. Elbows scrape the rib cage. We don't want the booty to be sticking up or the chest to be lowered. You have a nice tuck in the pelvis. You're pressing the floor away, chest is nice and lifted. And then as you inhale, coming up to our upward facing dog. You're pressing into the top of the feet, actively engaging the kneecaps, pressing the floor away. Then as you exhale, send the hips high, roll over the toes, pressing back to a downward facing dog. In a downward facing dog, this is a really active posture. So you're pressing the floor away, wrapping the elbows towards one another, really pressing the hamstrings back and the hip bones high and wide. The spine should be nice and elongated, shoulders shrug away from the ears, creating space for the neck. And in a traditional sun salutation A, which is the flow we've just completed, we'll take 5 big breaths here. We've probably taken that many. So then you'll look forward and step, hop, or jump all the way back to the front of the mat. Feet come between the hands. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold one more time. Knees can bend as much as feels awesome. And then inhale, arms come up overhead, palms come to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. That is 1 round of sun salutation A. We're going to take that one more time. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold forward, bend at the knees. If it feels good, let the chest and head hang heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, and you can step back to that high plank, or maybe you lower right away into a chaturanga, or maybe you lower all the way to the floor. All good options. When you inhale, lift the chest, straighten through the arms. When you exhale, send the hips back. And we're going to take 5 big breaths here. Maybe you walk out your dog, bending one knee, then the other. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Press the floor away so you're shrugging your shoulders away, giving the neck a lot of space. Maybe you shake the head, yes. Feeling like a rock star. No, nothing can get me down. And then let's look forward. Inhale, step, hop, or float to the front of your mat. Feet come together. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then as you inhale, palms lift, chest rises. Come to stand, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. That is our sun salutation A. Let's go for sun salutation B. Inhale, arms high. And here we're going to take a little back bend by lifting the heart, pressing the hips forward. Exhale then, sitting down into your chair pose. Hips go back, arms can stay higher, they can sweep down back behind you and then sweep up overhead. Those are all style flourishes. Whatever feels good to you is yours. Inhale here, and as you exhale, fold forward, meeting, bending from the waist. Inhale, halfway lift, and then you'll recognize this part. Plant the palms, step or hop back to your high plank, lowering through chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, send the hips high. That'll be called a vinyasa. That little sequence there you'll often hear called vinyasa. Inhale, let's bring the right knee forward. Step it between the palms, and then drop the left heel, the back heel, to a 45-degree angle. Inhale, lift the arms high, warrior one. Our sun salutation B traditionally has warrior one on both sides before you come back to the top of the mat. Inhale here, and as you exhale, you can circle the arms around behind, or you can plant them flat on the floor, and then step back, high plank, lowering through your vinyasa, chaturanga, or belly. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, send the hips back. This time, as you inhale, bring the left foot forward, plant it between the palms, turn the back heel down, 45-degree angle. Inhale, lift the arms high. Now we're going to talk about warrior one for a minute. Your hips here might feel like they're opening up to the side. That's okay. You'll often hear in yoga classes that you're squaring your hips off to the front. That's a goal that you can go for if you want to and if it feels good. But that takes a lot of ankle mobility. So really take the time to figure out what for you feels right in this posture. Does it feel right to keep that back heel lifted? Does it feel right to plant that back heel and have the hips kind of at a 45-degree angle? Does it feel right to begin shifting the hips towards the front of your mat and working on that different mobility in the ankle and the calf? If you're working towards that squaring, then really actively engage through the back hamstring and the quad to give that leg some stability. So you're rooting down through that back foot, and that gives you more ability to rotate your hips forward, okay? Lots of different options. None are right or wrong. Feel good in your body. That's the most important part of yoga. Inhale, lift your arms high. Then as you exhale, maybe you circle them around or you plant them on either side of the front foot. Step it back to a high plank and lower through your vinyasa. That's that chaturanga, bend the elbows. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, send the hips back. And here again, we'll take 5 big breaths, really resettling. An important part of sun salutations is that we are really trying to focus on movement with the breath. That's what makes this not just stretching. It's a really conscious, active, engaged way of moving the body with that vital life force, the breath, which in Sanskrit we call prana. Let's take one more big breath together. Send the hips high, send the chest toward the thighs. Then as you inhale, look forward, step, hop, jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then as you inhale, set the hips down, sweep the arms back and up, chair pose. Inhale here. As you exhale, come to stand, reach the arms up high, little back bend, lift the heart, send the hips forward. And then as you exhale, palms to heart center. That is sun salutation B. Let's do that one more time all together. Inhale, sweep the arms high, little back bend. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale here. And as you exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step, hop, jump to the back of the mat, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, send the hips high. Then as you inhale, right foot comes forward, left heel spirals down, reach the arms high. Find the right position for your hips, warrior one. Exhale, plant the palms, lowering to chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, send the hips back. Inhale, right away, left foot comes forward, plants, drop the back heel, lift the arms. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back, lowering through chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, send the hips high. 5 big breaths. Press the floor away, belly button towards spine. Maybe even tuck the chin and look towards the belly. Really elongating all the way from the tailbone to the base of the skull. Then inhale, look forward, step, hop, jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, figure 7. Exhale, fold. Inhale, drop the hips, chair pose, arms come high. Exhale, baby back bend, lift the heart, hips forward. And then palms come to chest. And there you have it. Those are your sun salutation A and sun salutation B. I invite you today, go and practice both of them. See if you can walk yourself through that flow and see if it can become part of a foundation that you feel comfortable doing on your own. Good luck, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, friends.